Epic treehouse fail. So last weekend, my friends and I decided to finally act on our childhood dream of building a treehouse. You know, the kind with a rope ladder, secret trapdoor, maybe even a mini fridge if we could sneak one past my dad. We gathered our supplies, some battered planks, a questionable hammer, and a DIY spirit that could only be described as optimistic but underqualified. The plan was simple: spend the afternoon building, then spend the evening basking in our new sky-high kingdom, far from the reach of siblings and responsibility. Things started off well enough. We picked the biggest oak in my backyard and spent a good 30 minutes arguing about the blueprints, which consisted of a napkin drawing and a lot of, "Trust me, I saw this on YouTube." The first plank went up with only minor splintering, and morale was high. But then we realized none of us had a level or even a ruler, so our measurements were based entirely on whose arm looked about right. The floor started sloping a little, but we convinced ourselves it was just the tree's natural curve. By hour 3, our walls were more like decorative suggestions, and the roof was abandoned after we accidentally hammered a hole through my friend's shoe instead of the plywood. At some point, someone suggested we just put up a nice curtain and call it open concept. We paused to admire our handiwork and realized our treehouse had no house, just a single lopsided platform with a beanbag chair and a half-empty box of Cheez-Its. A squirrel ran by, looked at our creation, and honestly seemed disappointed. So now, instead of the coolest treehouse on the block, my friends and I are the proud tenants of what can only be described as a tree flat, which, on the bright side, makes us the only people in town with a studio apartment in an oak. Rent's cheap, the neighbors are nuts, and if you want a view, you better not be afraid of heights.